All right, folks, we're live. Switching it up a little bit today. Really, really nice out. I may need to wipe off. Everything is, if you can hear that, there's all moisture on everything because everything's wet. I may wipe off my clips so they don't rust. I guess a little bit extra longer won't hurt anything. It's really, really nice. Hopefully the mic should be working. If I tap on this, let me know. I'm tapping on the mic. These things, I don't know why. They work awesome, but a little bit temperamental, especially when I went down to Florida with Commish. A little bit temperamental when you first plug them in. For whatever reason, I had to plug it in and then unplug it. Can hear you tapping. All right, thanks. Thanks, Grip and Sip. So that means it's good. For whatever reason, sometimes I recorded a full 18 holes with Commish, and audio's good. All right, thanks, Toast. Thanks, Grip and Sip. I recorded a full 18 with Commish, and it showed like it was connected with the light was on, that light was on in the bottom of the phone when I was on course, the first round we did, and none of the audio was going through, which is kind of frustrating, but doing a little bit different setup in terms of the vertical, just something different. I'm going to take my time warming up. A lot of swings these past couple days. But we're doing hopefully round 1 and round 2. We'll see how round 1 goes, but feel good tour for the Twisted Sticks Club. I was saying how everything's wet. For example, the laser level that I use for putting, I thought the laser was burning out, but there was so much condensation on like the lens, I had to wipe it off so I could be able to actually see it. So I don't know if the projector will fog up, but it went from pretty cold to pretty warm so quick. We're up to, what is this? 49.9 in the garage. Pretty nice. Well, can you guys see that? The 74%, that's the humidity. So it's 74% humidity, but it's 49. Oh, I'm holding it, so it just went up to 50. 50 degrees feels like summertime again. Pretty nice. I have to iron out my stream audio too. I watched my live this morning. The sound's jacked up. I was trying to bounce around. Let me know if you have any questions. I have a tutorial video of how to set everything up. Basically, the main things are I always err on the side of having the audio almost all the way up, just because you watch some streams and you have to like crank your audio. Like if you're watching on your computer or your phone, you need to turn it all the way up just because they turn it down so where it's not peaking. I turn everything all the way up just so people can watch at like half volume on their device and still be able to hear. But the main things you're going to need, you already have your mic. I would assume it's not a mic issue. You have your mic going into your computer, and I use for OBS audio output capture. So I usually have an earbud paired to my laptop. So I hear when people talk, the audio is going through my earbud, and then audio output capture in OBS, it grabs that audio that's going through my earbud and goes to the stream. So the stream's hearing the same thing that I'm hearing, and then the audio input for Discord being the mic and also the mic in OBS, which would be separate. But oh man, 32 here, blowing snow, yuck. It is really, really windy, so it hasn't really rained. It's just been kind of like misty, foggy because it's so warm, but it's really, really, really windy. So I guess this goes as a warning. It is possible that it's so windy out that I lose power and or internet. If the stream happens to drop, that's going to be what happened. But been playing decent, hitting it well the past couple of days. This Feel Good Tour is designed, as the name implies, to shoot some lower scores. Freaking Strong Design Studio put up 15 under on round 1. I think Savvy, who played last night, is in first place. He shot 12 and 12, so he's 24 under after 2 rounds. But I figured go with that first, and then between tomorrow and Sunday, do the regular stroke event, which tougher setup, tougher course. So try to keep the confidence and momentum going for this feel good tour first, and then get destroyed by those 2 rounds after. But I do that when I'm solo. Last night I had bros over and had Tutor's mic playing on my speakers and had some echoing. My mics are low. So your mics are low. So you have to turn up. I turn it literally all the way up on I don't know, you can send me a message, Grip and Sip. I turn my audio in terms of like the audio level on OBS. I turn it all the way up. Even though when I'm talking loud or like something loud happens, it peaks into the red. For the most part, I turn that all the way up, and I think I have like the audio output for OBS, or for Discord rather, for other people talking at maybe 80%. But I turn everything up. And in terms of the echo, that's why I use an earbud, because if you're hearing an echo, that means that your mic is sensitive enough where it's picking up, or you had the speakers loud enough. Your mic is picking up the speaker, so there's a feedback loop, which you don't want. Mess around with it, shoot you a message, yeah. Earbuds are so cheap. These ones that I have, you can use whatever. If you have AirPods, you can pair it to your computer. You can buy a pair of wireless earbuds. I only put one in my ear. I don't like having 2 because it feels like you're screaming. But you can buy a set of wireless earbuds for literally $5 or $10 on Amazon. But that's what I would recommend, so that way you eliminate. I know for other people, you'd have to give the other person an earbud. If you have more than 2 people, maybe you have to use the speakers and figure that out. But for most part, you're going to be playing, I would assume, by yourself. And in terms of Discord, it will most likely, I would assume 99% of the time, it'll be like when you're doing Thursday Thunder, it'll just be you in there, like me in here, and then you're playing with people online. So definitely recommend the earbud. Currently in a blizzard warning, got 10 inches last night. Currently at 15 inches, geez. Man, these things are climbing up the screen. I don't know if it's the extra moisture. I don't know if because they're a little bit, it's humid in here, they're grabbing a little bit more, but they are climbing up the screen. What's up, Rockato? You gotta tell me how to pronounce that. Is it Rocktato? Rockato? I think it's Rocktato. I say Rocktato, but yeah, 99% solo. What's up, Curry Man? Yeah, that's my choke down. I don't even want to hit those anymore. They're climbing up the screen so fast. That's my approach wedge. I have a new ball. People that are members of the channel got a little sneak peek. I have a separate. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know if you can see it in the Discord. If you're not, if it shows like a lock symbol, but I have a different private thread in the Discord for all the channel members. So I let them know. I ordered some balls last night. I'm gonna be testing out. They got a little sneak peek of it. One of the many perks you get. Do I like D&D? I do not. Rock potato? Rock tato? Okay. So I was saying it right. Rock tato, like a rock potato. Screen might have moisture in it, so absorb the impact as well. It's probably what it is. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big, never been a big video game guy, never been a big board game guy. I'm not a big like fantasy guy in terms of like movies and TV shows, so it's just not down my alley, so to speak. This is about as far as I go in terms of video games, which, as you can tell, I would consider this more of golf than it is a video game. I think it's at least probably 75, 80% playing actual golf, and then like 20, 25% a game, even less. There's definitely, though, Griffin said, there's definitely moisture out here. Because like I said, I had to literally wipe off the this laser level to have a straight line. I literally had to wipe off the lens because there's so much moisture. And all my clubs, I want to probably wipe off the shafts and the head. All the clubs have moisture on it too, which is not ideal for steel clubs in terms of moisture and getting them have rust start to form. But it's nice and warm though. Still, I mean, I just started hitting, but I can feel lower back's pretty tight. I'm thinning these two. That's not horrendous, but haven't quite caught one great yet. But that's kind of the goal, right? When even that one still pretty thin. You see how low the spin is. Even when you're not hitting it great, to have your misses still be relatively straight and around the same distance you want. I'm good at golf. Well, depends on the day. I wouldn't say I'm good at golf. If people have asked before, I've said this a bunch of times, but if someone were to ask, like, are you, it's all relative, right? Are you good at golf? I would say I'm decent, because good and bad in golf can mean a lot of different things. Let's hit a little better. Because compared to, take example, someone like C-Drum, who played D1 college golf and is really, really good now, is even better now. Or pick anyone. JT Walsh, any of the really good guys. Joe Legowski. Pick anyone. I'm terrible compared to those guys, but someone that is just starting to play golf or is a 30 handicap, then I'm pretty good. So, wife would end me if I got this. You're 8. What's up? Thanks for stopping in. Dilly 2 Chili. One, I like the name. 2, we play, I don't know if this, I think you're newer, you're just stopping in. We play a lot online, so a lot of guys have it, either have it set up in their garage or their basement, attic, whatever. We play online. I say this is the most fun you can have without leaving home. Believe it or not, it's relatively affordable if you get the right stuff. I get the time commitment. I know I get you're saying you would never leave. But if you're a golf fan, highly, highly recommend. All right, that's a pitching wedge going about 130. Let's see if this freaking 9-iron, for whatever reason yesterday, I usually struggle to get this thing up to about 140, 145. Like, I got to swing pretty hard. Last night, for whatever reason, I hit multiple shots that were going 150 with this 9-iron, which is rather abnormal. So let's see how far this is going right now. But anyone just tuning in, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button for me. I will be playing at least one full round, 18 holes. So in terms of this, I'll start hitting driver in a little bit. I do everything from driver down to putter. So you hit driver, all the irons, all the wedges, and I even putt. So we're going to do a full 18 holes here coming up, possibly 36. Built mine for under 5,000. Canadian, yeah. Yours is pretty nice though. Like you built out your, like, the platform and everything a lot nicer. I would say all in, I'm probably at about 2,500 for this. So like the square's 700. My laptop was 1,500. I have a really cheap projector that was only like $100. The screen was like $100. This dance mat that I'm standing on was like 60 or 70. The hitting strip was like 80. Gym tiles maybe $40. And then the netting, and they're just black tarps around, maybe $100. Hospital curtain track, which everything, this thing all slides, so it all collapse. I think that was like $30 maybe. And then GSPro, this software is that's 134 with a 9-iron, but I didn't hit it great. The software is $250 a year. The only really downside, awesome value for 250. I get almost that much value out of it, like on a monthly basis, as crazy as that sounds. But the only downside about the software is the graphics on the courses are really, really good, especially if I run 1080p Ultra in terms of the graphics. You can go all the way up to 4K Ultra. You need a gaming computer, like a pretty high-powered gaming computer with a dedicated graphics card to be able to run it is really the only downside. So that's why the computer was so expensive. All right, that's 144 and was hit better. I don't know. Maybe this is my new, like, 145, 150 club. But you can go cheaper. I bought a laptop because I was outside at first. If you buy a desktop computer, it's way more powerful and it's like half the price. So there's ways, if you buy used stuff, there's ways to save some cash. Got any thoughts on Netflix squashing YouTube? What do you mean? What do you mean, Toast? I haven't heard anything, so. Geez, I mean, again, that's 150 yard. The spin's really low. That's 150 yard 9-iron. Maybe Seadrum was right where. I don't know why the spin's so low on that. $33. Is that estimating it? I have it on driver. Just seems long for a 9-iron. Oh, that's a shank. I just did a review on these balls. I've been using these same 24 balls for like 2 months. Although they still look really good, I wonder almost if maybe the condensation or something the past couple days. The score's not locking onto the decals quite as good, but I mean, you look at these, you find this ball on the course, still looks brand new to me. Shouldn't have any issues. I guess what I can do, let's just see. So those last couple shots have all been around 3,000. If I select 9-iron, if this jumps up to like 9,000 spin, then we'll know that maybe these balls need to be retired. And it means estimating. Nope. So, I mean, it's locking on. Jeez, that's 159 yard. Why is the spin so low? Something seems a little wonky. I mean, 2,900 spin for a 9-iron. And I had 9-iron selected, so sometimes it changes that based on what you have selected. Don't know. You bring your balls inside every night? Power level 3,000. Sure, it gives extra power. I mean, that was a 160 yard 9-iron. I don't get those, Seadrum. You were right. Like 3,700, that's really low for a 9-iron, obviously. And I just changed it to 9 just to see if like it was estimating it because it was on driver. But I mean, it's staying around there. I just don't know why I've never seen spinning that low. Netflix is poaching the most popular content creators exclusive on Netflix. Huh. I mean, hey, more power to them if they're getting paid. So, I mean, it's reading the spin. It's just apparently my 9-iron's spinning at 3,700 now. I'll go back to driver. I was just wondering possibly if the balls were getting worn and the square wasn't quite locking on. Let's see what this is 8 iron now. Let's see what this spins at. $37, 165, and I didn't even hit it great. What is going on? Let's, just for testing sake, let's hit a TP5. This will probably spin double. I thinned that, but look at that. 7,800 and 136. I wonder if it's the condensation. Yeah, 83, 148. That's with an 8 iron. I bet it's the condensation. Does that you get less? Does that track? Do you get less spin when it's like moist out? I feel like it's hitting knuckleballs with the between the cover. I think the square is reading it right. It's just I think with the extra moisture in the air and the humidity. All right, back to the tri-fly. So that was spinning at 83 with an 8 iron. Now let's see what this goes. $4,000. Moist. I don't think Google's too worried about Netflix. I haven't. My sister has a Netflix account, but I don't watch a ton of Netflix. Sometimes I log into it. I know they've been doing some streaming stuff. Oh, C drum. That was almost a shank as well. All right, slow down. Why am I trying to hit it so hard? Let those hands drop. Thursday Night Thunder Netflix special rounds. That sounds like a great idea. Get that, get that to commit or get fish on that. I can't read today apparently either. Yeah, I mean, I'll take an exclusive deal from anyone. I'll do a Thursday Night Thunder special on OnlyFans if they cut a check. Well, we've been playing good the past couple days. That's like 5 shanks. I mean, that is just hammered. I didn't look at the ball speed of the TP5, but that's I mean, 10 yards of rollout, not exactly ideal with an 8 iron. Oh well, I guess we'll just adjust to it. It's 163 carry 8 iron, going 173. Sweaty ball. I mean, it's got to be. It's got to be the moisture. All right, that was a 7. Hit better. We'll hit a couple hybrids, couple drivers, and then we'll start playing. I hit a couple really, really good 3-woods last night. I hit a 3-wood that was like, I hit 2. One was like 149. I think the other one was like 150 ball speed off the deck. And it was like 230 and I think 240 carry or something. .142 ball speed with a 3 hybrid. Kind of hooky, but 220 carry. Getting them all out now with the shanks, hopefully. That was hit better. 224, 143 ball speed, baby draw. That's what we like right there. Should probably hit a couple wedges. All right. 5 yards. 5.4. 10 yards. 13. 10. That's too much. 15. This seems dumb, but this is honestly really important. When you're trying to hit a 10-yard shot and you hit it 15, you're giving yourself an extra 15 feet worth of putt. Still too much. 13. You guys ended up with a pretty good score last night. We tried to keep up, finished -12. How were your buddies, though? You guys went a little bit early when we were playing. We played really well. We were the underdog team. I don't know if you guys were going to play or not, but in terms of like the teams that were set up, we were for sure the underdog team. But everyone played really well. Whiskey Rich was playing really well. Everyone hit their shots. Everyone contributed at the right time. And I didn't think we were going to play that well. I unfortunately left a putt short. Apparently, I just can't hit it 10 yards. I left a putt short on 18 to get to 18 under. But we did play well. Whiskey Rich was rolling the putt with Tabitha, Timu Lab. All right, 9. It's better. Now I'll try to hit 15. I probably won't be able to do it. $13, good enough. 20. 22, close enough. 25. Short. Chunked it. When are we gonna take down Big Dog in the auto putt 2-man? If If I get 2 rounds done today, we can either do it tomorrow or Sunday. If I get 2, I know I'm taking my time warming up here, but if I get these 2 rounds done, then I just need to do 2 more. I need to do the 2 rounds of the stroke, um, which will be tougher, but either tomorrow. I mean, I guess maybe if you wanted to tonight. I won't. If I play 36 holes now, it won't be great. I'm just trying to. It's tough scheduling different stuff where I want to play well. Like I didn't work out yesterday for Thursday Thunder to play well. I wanted to play well for this, so I didn't want to do a ton before and after kind of stuff. I want to play well with auto putt too. What did they shoot last night? All right, there's 25. Good enough. What did they shoot last night, Seadrum? I watched some of it. They did triple bogey and big dog. They did his league first. Couple putts, couple drivers. They did his league first, and then they did the auto putt tour. Looked like they were going pretty well. I think I fell asleep. They were like 8 under. They shot 11. When do you want to play? You tell me. I'll just play if you want. I'll just do 1 round and then schedule a new stream if you want to play this afternoon. Out all weekend? So you saying today? I'll do round 1 on this then, and we can do the auto putt if you want. A little pushy push on the putts. Still pushed it. We're going to tweak this just a touch. All right, this is 0-0. Driver time. Don't want to mess up your flow. I mean, I'm down to play. It's always fun playing. So, I've just been trying. Like I said, I'm trying to the best that I can space this stuff out. But this is the warmest it's going to be in a long time. So if you want to play, I'm down. I just have stuff these rounds that I want to get done and play well, and not pack in too many at the same time. Yeah, I'm using the Square B11 Moto, the Square Golf Launch Monitor. It's called. $700, no subscription, dual camera based unit. It's basically a newer average Joe version of the Foresight GC2, pretty much. Highly recommend. No unit's perfect. This one's not perfect either, but for the price, for what you get out of it, it's not like I use this and say, wow, I wish I had something else. It's really awesome. Grip and Sip uses one. Hoosier uses one. What's up, Hoosier? Changing your life schedule around hopes to play good on the Feel Good Tour. May need to reevaluate priorities. No stress rounds. I mean, it's just, again, I was saying, I get your point, D-Wood. I'm trying to, like, yesterday I didn't work out. I didn't want to work out before this. I want to try to play well just because it's the major week with the extra points. I got commission Danko pretty well handled on the leaderboard. My next goal is to surpass Flying Fat Kid. After that, I haven't played very much of the Twisted Sticks in like the past 2 months. So to say that like all of a sudden now I want to play well and like climb up the leaderboard is not really the case. But MFK's playing good. He is playing good. Everyone's playing well, really, besides poor Danko. Danko's struggling a little bit. Kamish has been playing really well. Stice has been playing really well. Flying Fat Kid's been playing really well. D-Wad, you were on a prolonged heater. Seems like probably that time in Florida, maybe you get out of the rhythm a little bit. But you've been playing well. I've been playing better too, so amongst a lot of other people. Well, as much as I would like to say that was a good one, as much as I say I want to end it on that, I should probably hit a couple more. If we can just do that, I'd be pretty happy. 277. Didn't really draw. Low on the face. Good miss, though. Freaking driver. Low on the face is spinning as much as my 9-iron. Danko after the first lesson was striping it. 2 more lessons. Yeah, no. He's trying to get, though, JT Walsh now to be his new coach. I mean, swing changes are tough. I was trying to give him a little therapy session. Like, you got to figure however long he's been playing, even over the past, since we've been playing him for the past year, if you've been swinging the same way, it's going to take, it doesn't have to be the exact same amount of time, but it's going to take a while if you're trying to make some pretty significant changes, like to get rid of that muscle memory from the way you swing. Like, I go through it too, trying to change stuff. Like, you gotta give yourself some time to be able to make changes. So even though you keep trying to do something for possibly weeks on end, just because you're trying to do it, sometimes your brain and your body don't quite connect, and you need just those reps and the time for that muscle memory. Freaking, I said at the beginning, Strong Design Studio shot 15 under on this first round here. Stavi, apologies, I don't know how to pronounce it, but he's a player. He was playing last night. He shot 12 and 12. I think he's in first place at 24. Trying to get close to all the crews level. Step one is to par around. Got close a few times. Just keep swinging, grip and sip. It'll come. That's the good thing with all of us with sims. We play so much. It'll come. Unfortunately, same thing with me. As you're trying to play more and trying to change stuff and improve, it's not like anything in life. It's not just linear getting better. It's up and down. So sometimes it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps forward, 5 steps back kind of thing. But you look back, like in 6 months, you look back and you'll say, wow, I'm like 10 shots better than where I was kind of thing. Now it's pouring out. Use the MLM2 Pro, GSPro. Downside would be no putting. But not a fan of putting on the sim anyways. Personal opinion, that negatively impacts on the course. Yeah, I can hear nice draws across your bag. Yeah, draws and our hooks. I hear what you're saying, B11 Moto. I almost got I was using the Garmin R10 for like 2 or 3 years, and I was debating, it was about 2 years ago now, debating either getting GSPro in a laptop or buying the MLM2 Pro. And I went for, which I'm happy with now, it was before the score was even out. I went with GSPro and a laptop to be able to get more life out of my Garmin, and then I came inside with the Square. But I was really close to getting the MLM. I didn't care about putting outside anyways. I was so used to auto putt. But the big thing that turned me off was the subscription. I know they have the lifetime now, but the fact that the Square doesn't have subscription. And honestly, I don't know if you or a lot of people know, Square X-Putt, if you've heard of that putting mat that's really, really accurate with the unit. X-Putt makes the Square makes the X-Putt. It's the same company. So the putting is really, really good. The Square is honestly awesome for those little delicate chip shots where if I'm good enough to do it, I can literally hit it like 2 yards, which is pretty impressive. I think you didn't say you're looking to change, but I think there are there's a lot of really good things about the Square. And I personally think it would warrant, if you could get a decent price for selling your MLM2 Pro, I think it would warrant possibly switching. But if you don't care about putting, I think it does help, though. I'll start playing here in a second. But what I say is, in terms of sim golf, I think driver and irons translate 100% from the sim out to the course because you're just striking the ball. Driver's a little bit hairy in terms of alignment, at least for me. I hit it straighter outside, but ball striking, all that stuff, I think driver and irons translate 100%. I would say wedges about 75% just because of different lies, the grass, uphill, downhill, sitting down, that kind of stuff, and how the ball reacts on the green. And I would say putting 50%. I'm a field putter outside, so I don't walk it off. But for someone like D-Lud, for example, who uses miles per hour to putt, it's definitely helpful for him, more helpful than others. And even for me, it's just the putter face control to where I'm looking at the HLA over here, trying to hit as close to a square putt as I can. I think that just get that muscle memory for the hitting a square putt and that club face control with your putter. I think that's pretty useful in terms of putting. It doesn't do a ton for me where I say, okay, 15 feet here, 15 feet outside, because I don't walk off my putts. But I do think it could be valuable. Actually find the square close to real life. Putting especially, you turn off all assists. Curryman's back. Seeing this on my phone, vertical sweep. Is that a new YouTube thing? No, I'm just doing something a little different, crushing it. Six Flag roller coaster putter. All right, one more good one. That felt better than that. I don't know about 400 backspin on that one. Oh, a little bit toey, a little bit of an overdraw, but that will play as long as it starts right and comes back left. Let's do it. See, Drone, if you're still in here, I'm down to do auto putt after this round. I'll be warm-ish. I should loosen up. I'm still a little bit tight, but we can do it about an hour. Hour and a half, somewhere in there. Hour and 15 minutes. It's so nice. The temperature's going to drop tonight, but I'm down to do this one round, then auto putt, and then I may even come back out later on, maybe like 5 o'clock, and maybe do another one if I can still swing. All right. Feel good tour. We'll see if we feel good. White tees, 5,200, 8-foot gimmies, Thursday pins, normal, 10 stimp. So I got to hit these a little bit harder. 1,200 feet, so we're about just shy of 3%. Calm wind. Swing a few. Yeah, I mean, I do a bunch of yapping anyways with these, so it'll probably take me about hour and 15 minutes to play this, but call it. I'll try to spin up a thumbnail quick and schedule something. I'll have to switch over to the like the desktop screen, but like an hour and a half, or hour and a half, somewhere in there, hour and 15. Find someone with a square to try it out. Long story, but I have 2 MLM2 Pros. One hurt to sell one and get a square. Square work outside too. Now, squares indoor only. I have seen people, they like Facebook groups and whatnot. If you use it kind of like late in the afternoon at like dusk, especially at night, if you're happen to use it in your setup, you can use it at night with lights. You can do it. If you really manage your shade and you're well in the shade, especially with a canopy, and it's not really sunny out, you can use it. But they say indoor only, so the square is really good though. Plus, there's no delay. I've never used an MLM2 Pro, so take that for what it's worth. I've only used the Garmin R10 and the square, but you see how fast the shots show up, which you say that's not a big deal, but it is nice. As soon as you hit a shot, you look up and it's on the screen versus like the 2-3 second delay with the MLM2 Pro. And no matter how you slice it, I know the MLM is kind of dual based with radar and the camera for the club vision. You don't have the club vision, but no matter what, TrackMan included, camera base is always going to be better indoors than radar. And another really massive, big selling point is the fact that you don't have to keep buying the Rapsodo Callaway balls. Now with the Square, we're up to a couple different balls you can use. I'm going to try to test a few more, but you can just go to Dick's Golf Galaxy, Amazon, PGA Tour Superstore, and you just buy whatever ball you want. All right. First hole, par 4. Cool power lines. Oh, I left it out. That's what we can't have. It's fine, but can't have that if I aim right for the draw, and then I go and do that. 50, good look here. 53 up to about 56 out of the rough. So it's like a 58 pin, so I probably want to hit this about 53-ish. $52.3, be the number. Oh, it's short. Well, I was 0.2 off of what I was trying to do, so can't be too mad at that. So far, not feeling super good with this Feel Good Tour. It's a birdie putt, but 24 up to 28 on 10 stimp. So 10 stimp will also break less, right? C-Drum, you want to make a thumbnail for me? Zero, zero. I didn't hit it. All right, par. Par 5. We're going to get the birdie train rolling early and often here. Try to keep up with these gorillas on this tour. Never take the square outside. We'll never take square outside. Even nothing else because customer service seems to be non-existent. What course and yardage is that? I'll play later. This is Stone Creek Golf Course. This is the Sandstone Greystone. This is one of those, I think there's 27 holes. So there's like the different layouts. If I pull this up, in terms of the setting, so it's Stone Creek Golf Course. And like I said, I put it in the description if you want to look. Sandstone Greystone. We're doing normal fairways, normal greens, 10 stimp, white tees at 52.17, Thursday pins, course elevation at 1,204 feet, 8-foot gimmies, and calm wind. Kamish must feel at home with this one. Ton of houses he can hit. Crushing, I was about to say, though, I had decent luck. I got mine really early. So I had one time I contacted support and they got right back to me. It was when I thought the battery was bad on mine, but it was before they fixed the reporting. So they actually sent me a brand new battery really quick. That was the only time I did it. But in terms of using it outside, there was conflicting reports where if you use it outside, the sunlight will damage the unit. That's not true from what I was told. I asked them because I was debating using the Square outside if I can manage the shade. And they said that you won't damage the unit, but it just, if there's too much sunlight, you'll get like 1 out of every 15 shots to read. So it like renders it kind of useless, but you won't damage it if you want to try it outside. Hang on. Hit it decent. All right. We're going to be through the fairway, but anything around 270 in the air, I'm pretty happy. That was 271. 163 down 8. So we're 155. I guess we'll hit the freaking 9 iron. See if we can get 150 out of it again with 3,000 spin. Been testing the TaylorMade Speed Soft. So far, so good. Putting some good numbers together for the Discord group. That's awesome. Let me know, Grip and Sip. You play golf like you were all thumbs? Figured you had enough nails. 0.4 right. I just figured. I don't know if you wanted to make a funny one. You make one, I'll use it, no matter what it is. If you want to put me as like a little gnome or something, you as like a big jacked 175, 300 carry gorilla. Jeez, get down. That's a 152 9 iron with 3,700 spin. Hit it. Oh. All right, eagle putt. Apparently, I could have hit a pitching wedge. $36 up to 45. 1.1 left. That's going to be like over there. Cool if it goes. If not, we'll take the easy birdie. Not even close. Caw-caw. AMACE did the design on this one. Put together Google Sheets on different balls based on swing data. That'd be cool. I have, like I said, I let the members in our little members only Discord thread, I let them know the balls that I'm going to get. I just want to be careful. Sometimes I get excited and talk about stuff, and then some people jump the gun and hop on it if I have something planned. It may take me like a week or two to get the video out, but I want to try to test something out. And I have Whiskey Rich mentioned the Speed Softs too. I may try those as well, do a video on them. 88. I think maybe we can get a get a 56 there. $75 travel. Not quite. Didn't catch it enough. Guess we'll putt it. I've been putting halfway decent lately. 25-foot putt. It's going to come out left. Probably needs to be a little more. Ten stimp. Flying Fat Kid. This was the course. Flying Fat Kid had 2 8s. I think it's the next hole. Maybe. It was a par 5. Man, 24 under, 24 under. J Glove is 18. Flying Fat Kid had like he had like 16 birdies or something and only shot. He had like 2 8s or something, and he had a ton of birdies and didn't even end up, unfortunately, with that great of a score just because he had those 2 blow-up holes. He put like 4 balls out of bounds on this one hole. He kept trying to go for it. Where's my draw? No. 48 out of the rough. Give it like another yard or two, so 50. Land this like 45. $39. It's got to go. Dang, that's an easy par 4 too. What are we doing? Another freaking fringe putt. What is this? 34 up to 36 on 10 stimp. Making this look way tougher than it needs to be. Almost. I don't know if it was this one. Which hole was it? 8th hole? It was a par 5. Maybe 11? It was one that had like a cutout, and he kept... It was a pretty big dog, but he kept trying to cut the corner. Oh no, I mean you can post if you're doing the work group and tip. Don't get me wrong, you can post it. It's just if I'm gonna spend the money to test something, I'd like to at least try to do a video out of it, kind of thing. But you're free to, you can do whatever you want if you're the one doing it. Spin seems quite low for that shot. How do you calculate rough, deep rough sand? B11 Moto, if you want. The Discord was a couple messages up. You can join the Discord. I have a page in there that has all of it, but lately GSPro, they came out with an update where now it's a little more dynamic, but generally speaking, the rough will be about 6-7%. Now they've been changing it a little bit, so it varies, but generally speaking, as a rough rule of thumb, the rough will be 6-7%, deep rough will be 20-21%, fairway bunker will be about 10%, greenside bunker, I play them close to about 50% extra. So if you have like a 20-yard shot out of the sand in a greenside bunker, I add an extra 10. So I think it's like a 30-yard pin, and then I try to fly it about 5 short kind of thing. Concrete's nothing. Semi-rough's only 1%. Pine straw is the same as rough. I think that's about it. Wood isn't anything. Wood is straight up. I left it out again. I think that's fine. 168 out of the rough. Anyone watching, if you want to stick around, me and C-Drum are going to play after I do this, and he is a ridiculously good golfer. He's kind of short. He's not the most interesting personality in the world, but it is fun watching him play. The guy just bombs the ball. So I'll do another live stream after this, and we're going to play. Not bad. Eagle putt. Don't want it, need it. 23 down to 22. Let's go. Booyah, baby. That's a big bird. Yeah, sounds good. There's I mean, I have like some informative stuff in there. B11 Moto, but really it's just the really good group of guys there. We talk a lot of trash, just have fun, joke around. It's really the main thing with the Discord. But we're all sim addicts, so I may be able to get. I was down to 120. No, I can't. 127. I was debating hitting a full approach wedge, but won't get there. So I need like a 120, 122 choke down pitching wedge. And I guess I wasn't speaking about grip and sip again. You're free to do whatever you want. I just had stuff in the past where I've had ideas about stuff, and then seemingly other people have the same idea around the same time and happen to beat me to it. Last time with the tri-flies, I was really excited. And for someone like example like Cornbread, he posted a video, but he did it the right way. Like he recorded it. I told him I wanted to test it, and he was like, "I'm waiting until like you post it," kind of thing. He did it the right way. Other people similar, they seemingly found the tri-fly around the same time and didn't quite say where some of the information came from, but it is what it is. Kind of copycat world. It just sometimes it gets frustrating. Too much and it didn't draw. All right, cool if it goes. If not, get the par, move on. That's too much. Seems like a lot of break, but there's a lot of room for it to travel. Oh, it's way too hard. Simmer. No, it wasn't this one. Fun fact, it was driving the greens on this one. It was a similar layout, though. It was a par 5. He put like 2 OB. I think one of them he saved par. Are we getting over that? 230. Let's try it. Let's hit a 3 hybrid. Hopefully we get through this. Whole crew is chill. How do you aim compared to against on course, handicap, sim on course? I'm definitely way more aggressive in terms of aiming and going for shots. Like for this, you would never do this on course just because you don't know what's over there. You can't see the group ahead of you. You have to go find the ball after, right? But for this, obviously you don't lose them. So I'm way more aggressive in terms of what I go for. I play pretty aggressive outside too. So like for the most part, if it's a par 4 or par 5, I'm hitting driver almost no matter what. And I'm trying to like fire at stuff. I've tried the whole like conservative route and kind of like layup type of stuff, but then when you mess those shots up too, it's kind of just like a slap in the face because you're like, all right, well, I should have just like tried to go for it. Handicap, I'm around about a 5 outside. I don't even know what I am here, but I think in general, probably 5 to 10 strokes better, seemingly for most people. You're 5 to 10 strokes better in the sim compared to outside, is what it seems like. You could look though. I mean, you could look up. I haven't been doing a ton of SGT. You could look up what my combo handicap is. It's probably around a scratch, maybe a plus handicap, somewhere around there. Maybe like I think it's around scratch. Maybe a -1, -2 at the most. But I'm probably about. I think there's a bigger variance from what I've seen when I have been getting better. There's a bigger variance to where you're a higher handicapper outside, and maybe you're 10 to 15 strokes better inside versus you start getting down more towards scratch and like a lower single digit handicap. And I think that gap between the sim and outside kind of narrows, at least in my opinion. Oh, no. Well, that's got to be OB, right? Yeah. No, it's not. Wow. That was horrendous. What do we got? 178? Where's the pin? Oh, that's it right there. Do we take our medicine? Let's just hit a punch shot through here. 148. Oh. No, I'm 6.8 up. Whatever, let's just go for it. We'll probably hit the tree again, but like this one, this one in real life, you're probably not firing at this house again. It's probably gonna go right off this tree, but all right, hitting 3. Let's just make par the hard way. One degree left, 56 out of the rough. Call it like a 58 pin. We're probably looking for like 50, 53. Not going to be taking that line round 2, I'll tell you that. I deserved a bogey there, to be honest. That's bad. Bad. I don't care about saying a regular rough in the game. Watch me outside. I'm a 20-ish handicap. You're 9 to 13 in the sim. Spoke that into existence. Go for it, chatter. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Well, I'd like to say we'll get it back. I don't know if we will or not, but we'll try. Good drive here solves everything. Very good. That's OB, isn't it? Is that OB or is that the cart path? Okay. Seemingly not a ton of OB then. Sometimes I have a tough time telling those white lines on the mini map if that's the cart path or that's the OB line. 51 out of the rough, 2.1 right. Should launch high enough to where that doesn't matter. Up to 52. We'll give it another 2, so like 55. Gotta hit it about 50. Not horrendous. Only problem is with these 8-foot gimmies, although that's just outside the gimme circle, you still have pretty long putts. No. Yeah, so there's two ways to do it. Grip and sip isn't wrong. So you can click, like right here, I'll use my mouse. You can click on these, but sometimes they don't go, and it's honestly kind of a pain to click. You can also do C, the letter C for like Chris, and the letter V on your keyboard for like Victor. C and V also moves it. That's what I use. It seems like I can click with my finger a little bit easier. But if you press the tab button on your keyboard, you can see all these shortcuts, and that'll show you. So right here, C and V, T left, T right. You can do all that stuff, and you can see any of the controls that maybe you're not using by looking at that. It is helpful though, like you saw in that one, where if you're blocked out, sometimes if I'm trying to play quick, I don't move it, but sometimes it is useful. And when I play the draw, I try to go to the left side of the tee, aim up the right to make the fairway a little bit bigger, or like my landing spot. All right, let's drive this. Good news is right outside the circle. Bad news, still a massive bendy 8-foot putt. Yeah, exactly. Hate those. Flight taking off now. See you later. See you, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. I flew Southwest when I went to Florida. It's pretty cool. Now they have most flights. It was unfortunately the flight on the way back. The Wi-Fi wasn't working, but free Wi-Fi now. So I was watching like YouTube and texting people and doing stuff online the entire flight. Oh boy. Maybe fine, but that was a terrible strike. All right, we are not putting this one. 0.2 left. Let's just put this inside the inner circle, get an easy birdie, and move on. Get that bogey back. 16, 10 stimp, uphill. We're looking probably for 11, 12, 13. Caw. Next on the sim is the control box. Yeah, I mean, if you use it, a lot of people have it. Have you seen Grip and Sip? I used. I'm not using it right now. Maybe when I come back with Seadrum, I could show you. But I have a video on it. It's called Voice Attack. So you already have your mic. You can do a program where you have all the shortcuts and the hotkeys that are on a control box, and you just say a certain word. It's completely free, and you just program it to whatever word you want. But you can basically do it just by talking and not have to move anything. It's honestly really cool. I don't use it a ton just because I forget to do it. But I would personally prefer, some of those control boxes aren't the cheapest. I think that the voice attack works as good, if not better, than a control box, in my opinion. I think it's worth looking at. Triple Bogey has a video on it too. I think he maybe found about it first, or was the one that actually like not even found out about it, like figured it out. Whiskey Rich told me about it, and then I did a video on it. Super low on the face, but it'll be fine. And probably a good thing it was. Same thing with that last one. Probably good that I didn't hit it the way I wanted to, because it would have been 20 yards long. Joey Chunk, I have a control box, rarely use it. What's up, B Belvy 30? What's up? PC is so far from the hidden service. Yeah, I think so basically, like for mine, for example, I have a video and I've done live streams. I don't know which live stream was in it, but basically I would say like left 2, left 3, fly over, scout, T left, T right, fly over. Like you can basically do everything that you would have a control box for a hotkey for. You can just say the word. You do need to say it pretty clearly, and you can't be like talking like I am now and then like toss the word in really quick. You need to kind of stop for like a couple seconds and then say the command separately and clearly for it to be able to pick up on it. But it works really good. 26 up to about 27, 28. Probably like a 23, 24, 25. Didn't feel like that was going that far right, but it would have been short anyways. Man, that was not a hard shot. That should have been an easy birdie. Now this is kind of like crushing it with saying. A bendy 14-footer. However, I like our chances for at least a par. Got it. I even pushed it too. Caw. 4 under, but when you compare it to Strong Design Studio, who shot 15 under on one round, and Stabby, and Wisco, who probably shot 12 and 12, we got a lot of work to do. Was it this? It may have been this hole. Was it this hole, Flying Fat Kid? I think he put one in the water, a couple OB on the left. It may have been this one. Birdie Blade control box. I love it. I'd like to have a joystick by launch monitor to move aim. You're just playing a random round, just a league match. This is a club, Joey. It's clubs are kind of, they're a little bit, people don't know about them a ton. It's kind of like it's like a private, they're designed for indoor simulator places where they have a bunch of people come and they can organize all different events. So this is separate from SGT. You don't need to have an SGT subscription, but you need to pay extra to play this. So it's called the Twisted Six Club. Strong Design Studio, who's a designer, he runs it, and it's like a limited. They're only limited to like 30 people, invite only type of thing. So that's what it is. But it's essentially like a private league where you can do different style of events and different tours. Oh no, that's OB. Get down. Oh, we just stayed in. 186 out of the rough. Don't want to be short, so 8 degrees down. Way too much club, but I'm going to hit a 5. So even in the case where I hit it pretty bad, this 8 degrees down is going to make it go nowhere. But hopefully, even if I hit it bad, it still has enough to get over the water. Simmer. Hit it decent. Baby draw. 13 downhill. It's going to come out left, Green's kind of breaking that way too. So we'll aim there. Semi-rough. Can almost putt this. But we'll chip, I guess. 6, 7, or 8. Caw. 5 under. All right, we got a ton of room over here. 5 under through 11. We'll just blast it into these trees. If we duck hook it, it's still fine. Oh, jeez. Well, it wasn't a duck hook. That's horrendous. Keep doing that, I'm going to break my driver. Speaking about broken drivers, though, take it low. When we were playing, I told him to hit up TaylorMade. He probably would have done it anyways, but TaylorMade's sending him a. He has the QI10 as well. His the bottom of the club with the carbon's kind of coming off. They're sending him a brand new QI35. The joystick, though, crushing it. Triple Bogey's giving away a brain box. It has that joystick that he uses. All you have to do, last night was the first night. I think over the next, like, what do you say, 4 weeks or whatever, you just have to go in and just say, like, hi in the chat, and you get entered. .96, downhill, out of the rough. Probably about a 90. Well, it was 98, and it didn't draw, but... $12.5 playing 9.5. I mean, it's barely moving, but it is going to trickle. We'll try that. That's a bad par. I pushed it half a degree, but it was too firm. I pushed it, and it probably wasn't that much break. So it's just all around not good. The hell was that? Been hitting driver better lately too. That was horrendous. 157 ball speed, 195 backspin, 159 yards of carry. Now we're taking a drop on a par 4. Hitting 3. 155 out of the rough, uphill. Choke down 8. .3 left. Looking like probably a bogey here. No draw. And it's short. All right, we got to chip it in. .14 semi-rough. Downhill. Probably a 9 or a 10. Oh, or a freaking 13 outside the gimme circle. Now this is for bogey. This may be a double. Not good news, C-Drum, if you're watching this. May get ugly here for the auto putt. All right, what is this thing doing? It's breaking. It's probably out here, so I'm probably... All right, 5 under to 3 under, just like that. Double bogey on a freaking 8-foot gimme feel-good tour. That was a short par 4, too. That was horrendous. I don't feel good. Don't feel good. Wow, 110 is way too much. Don't start making excuses. Get back to work here. 3 days left. Off to the 24th to the 5th. Nice. You'll be playing a lot of sim golf then, Grip and Sip. Appreciate you tuning in. I look forward to what you have going with the your testing. That'd be cool to see. Basically, what I'm saying, C-Drum, is you're going to have to carry the team per usual. Rough 15. God. We are unraveling. Looking like at this point, what the heck? Looking like pretty high likelihood of a OB ball here. Get around together over the holidays for sure. Let me know. I've been trying to schedule some stuff with the channel members, so I do want to play with some more of those guys first, just to show my appreciation for them being members. So Maybe a little bit after that, but we can definitely fit something in. Don't. All right, that was better. We at least hit them close to the middle of the club face there. We're back to feeling good. 28 down. 27 out of the rough. I think it's like a 22 maybe. Well, it's definitely not 16. And it wasn't 22 either. Hey, we got one. Maybe it was this one. I remember that fence. Maybe Flying Fat Kid put it in that fence area. I don't know. I don't know which one it is now at this point. Oh, I didn't hit it. Bounce. Inner circle. Take the birdie. .12 semi-rough downhill. So usually this would be a 7. We probably need closer to 5 or 6 with that down slope. 5, 6, or 7. Caw. Greens are kind of brutal here. 112. 2 more holes, CJ. I'm just going to run in and try to get a thumbnail quick and schedule the stream. It's probably maybe 20 minutes. I got to switch over stuff too, but probably 20 minutes from after I finish this next hole until go time. Stay hot over there. You're always hot, but stay hot. 112. 107. Chunked it. $18. Like a 13 or a 14. Maybe even 15. Not 16. I better get my act together on round 2, otherwise Flying Fat Kid's going to beat me on this. Terrible putt. You got the thumbnail? All right. Sounds good. So then even quicker, then I just gotta schedule it. Could probably do it out here, then I don't need to go inside. What the hell is that? That's got to be a misread. I mean, that wasn't hit that bad. 28 spin access, 1600 side spin, 3000 backspin. Those new balls I have ordered can't get here soon enough, apparently. I don't know if that's the square, if that's me, if that's the ball. 90. I think it's about the number, like an 85. Get a bounce, get a bounce, get a bounce, get a bounce. Bunker. Eat me an energy bar too. Maybe I'm getting hangry. All right, 16. This one I'll give the 50%. So 16 up to 24, 25. Land this about 20, maybe even a touch more. Oh, God. Look at that. That is just carnage. Starting to feel like Dankster. That is terrible. There shouldn't have been even a single bogey there. And we had 3 of them and a double. A little bit narrow on a couple of those. They're a little bit hairy with the tee shots, but that was bad. That's one of the worst 3 unders I've shot. Bad, bad, bad. All right. That's going to do it. Me and CJ will be back in about 15, 20 minutes or so. I got to switch stuff over, and I'll schedule that stream. We'll start early. I got to do it at least a half an hour out so people get the notification, but we'll start early. I'll eat my energy bar and start hitting stuff better, hopefully. We'll go back to the home screen. I'll probably have to hit just a couple. I will download actually, no, me and Big Dog already played, so I already have the course. But I'll go to the range. I'll probably have to hit just a couple. But that's going to do it. Me and CJ will be back, which will be fun. And hopefully I play better. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Anyone that popped in the Discord. Let's see. CJ sent the image on Discord. Let's see what this monstrosity is before we end this. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. Gnome and Gorilla. There's the thumbnail that's coming. Kind of blurry, but. All right. The Gnome and the Gorilla will be back in about 15 minutes or so. See ya.